DWC members, welcome back for another great workout. If you're new to Dollar Workout Club, my name is Lynn, and since I'm wearing green, I'm going to be showing you the beginner modifications of the exercise moves we're doing today. Drew is wearing yellow today, which means he's going to show you the intermediate level, and Natalie's wearing red, which means she's dead. No, we just joke around about that. I mean, she's showing the most advanced version of all the exercise moves today. So no matter what fitness level you are, you can participate in this workout following the color that best suits you. What we're going to go ahead and do is go over each of the exercise moves along with the modifications so that you know who to follow. If you're familiar with the exercise moves, because it was listed on the website today, you're welcome to fast forward to the warm-up and jump right in with it. But Drew's going to help me by showing both the green and the yellow version. So the first move we're doing are called plank up, up, down, downs. And what you're going to do, if you're green, you're going to be coming to a wall. You're going to be placing your forearms directly in front of you against the wall and stepping your feet back, coming up on those toes. And as you lean at an angle, you really have to engage your core to hold yourself in place. Now, Drew stepped pretty far out. The further you're stepped out, the harder it is. The closer you are in, the easier this is going to be. Now, in the plank position, what you're going to do is you're going to press your palm into the wall to come up, up, the other palm in, and then down, down. So up, up, just like it sounds, going from your forearm to your palm, trying to keep your hands within that same vicinity, about straight out in front of you, just like you see Drew doing here. Yellow and red are doing basically the same move. The only difference is yellow is going to be on their knees in the plank position versus red on their toes. They're going to do the exact same thing, pressing their palms into the mat, coming up and then down. Make sure you alternate your hands every once in a while of the arm that you're leading up on, just because that one's going to get a much bigger workout in your arms. So you want to make sure you switch up the arm that you're leading on. The next move we're doing is just simply a plank hold. So very similar, green, come up against that wall, plank, and hold. That's all you're doing right there. Now, yellow and red are going to be doing a similar move, just based on if you're red, you're on your feet. If you're yellow, you're on your knees. You're going to come into that plank position, and you're going to simply hold that for a certain duration of time, which we'll talk about when we talk about the exercise routine we're doing today. The next move we're doing are jumping jacks. Now, at a green version, we want to try to keep it really low impact on your joints. So instead of jumping, you're going to move those arms up and down just like normal, but then you're going to walk from side to side and move as quickly as you can to still get that heart rate elevated. Yellow and red is going to do the exact same move. They're going to bring both their arms up and their legs wide, jumping jack, just like you've seen here. You probably remember that from high school or middle school. All right. The next move we're doing are knees to elbow. So at a green version, you're going to go ahead and lay flat on your back, have your feet, your knees bent, your feet on the ground, and instead you're simply going to reach those hands up while you try to bring your feet in and touch those knees, just like you see right here. If for some reason you're having a hard time bringing both your feet up at the same time, you could do one at a time if that's easier for you. Yellow and red are going to be doing the exact same move. The only difference is they might be going at different speeds. But what you're going to do is have your arms and legs completely extended like you see here, and you're going to bring your arms and your elbows specifically up at the same time you bring your knees up, and kind of doing a crunch at the very top of that movement. The next move we're doing are called Superman holds. A lot of you might be familiar with Superman. We're doing it a little bit differently because we're doing a hold. Now you're going to lay on your stomach. Regardless of the fitness level, it's all the same. The only difference is you may not be able to hold it for as long if you're green, and so you're going to just hold it as long as you can and alternate. But what you're going to do, your arms are extended, your feet are extended. You're going to do opposite arm with opposite foot. You're going to lift one up in the air just like you see going on here, and you're going to be holding that for about 15 seconds and then lowering it and then doing the other arm and foot. Now at a green level, again, you may not be able to lift your arm and leg quite as high, and you also may not be able to hold it for the whole time. So you might hold it for a second, drop it, pick it back up, and continue doing that during the duration of the 15 seconds before you switch sides. And that's completely okay.
That's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
The next move we're doing are butt kickers at a green version again. We want to try to keep it lower impact for you. So instead of jumping your feet, you're simply going to walk your feet where you're kicking it back up. But 1 foot at a time, you're not hopping or jumping. Just like you see Drew doing here, he's really trying to get that back foot all the way up to his butt. You're literally kicking your own butt here. So yellow and red, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to be jumping from foot to foot, just like you see here, almost like a jog, but really making sure you're getting that foot all the way up to your butt. All right, the last move that we're doing is called a reverse plank. This is a pretty difficult move, so practice this before we start the workout. At a green version, you're gonna come back to that wall and you're gonna have your back flat against the wall like you see Drew doing here. You're then gonna step your feet out a little bit away from the wall. Now, the further you step your feet away from the wall, the harder this move's gonna be. But like you can see, he's holding his core in tight and keeping his back flat, even though it's in reverse from a normal plank. So
you don't want to do this.
You don't want to sag your butt like you see there. He's lifting his hips so that he's keeping his core engaged through this entire movement. Now, you might not be as far away from the wall, or you might be further based on your abdominal strength. So just walk your feet out, make sure you're lifting those hips and keeping your core tight, and test for you about how far out you should go. Yellow is going to be doing and red are going to be doing almost the same thing. The only difference is yellow is going to be on their forearms and red's going to have their arms completely extended. And then they're going to lift up from this position, lifting their hips as high as they can in the air so that their back is flat underneath them. Again, it's very similar to a plank in reverse, hence reverse plank.
Yeah, and with your hands, it may feel more comfortable for you to put your hands backwards, and it really doesn't matter if they're pointing in or they're pointing out, just whichever it feels more comfortable in your wrist.
Yeah, and you might switch because it might start hurting your wrist. It's not going to make a difference. So if you want to switch between rounds or after a few seconds, that's fine as well. So those are the moves that we're doing today, you guys. It's going to be a really good cardio and core day. Drew and I are going to go ahead and get started with the warm up. Make sure you warm up with us. And while we're doing that, Natalie will explain the structure of the workout for you guys today.
Okay guys, today's an 18-minute workout, so it's a little bit longer than we usually do, but the nice thing is, as you just saw in the demonstration, we have a lot of different exercises, so it's gonna switch things up pretty quickly and make the time go by fast, hopefully. If not, I feel your pain and I'm doing it right along with you. All right, so what we're gonna do is a series of triple sets, and a triple set is where you do 3 exercises back to back to back. So we're gonna start with 30 seconds of up, up, down, down plank, 30 seconds of plank hold, and 30 seconds of jumping jack. You're gonna repeat that 1.5-minute circuit with those 3 exercises 3 times, so a total of 4 times, all right? So it's gonna take 6 minutes. Then you're immediately gonna go into the next series of exercises, which is 30 seconds of knee to elbow, 30 seconds of Superman holds, 15 seconds on each side, 30 seconds of jumping jacks, and you're gonna repeat that 3 times, so that's your second 6 minutes. Then your last 6 minutes are gonna be 30 seconds of butt kickers, 30 seconds of reverse plank holds, 30 seconds of jumping jacks, repeating that 3 times for a total of 4 times, and that's your last 6 minutes. So if that felt confusing to you, don't worry, everything's gonna be listed on the screen, and we'll tell you, because we're all doing everything timed, we're all gonna be switching at the exact same time, so you can just switch along at the same time as us.
All right, you guys.
Let's do this.
Ready or not, here we go. All right, make sure you have a water bottle handy, and we're gonna get started in just a few seconds. All right, I'm gonna go over to the wall to get in position for those up, up, down, down planks. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and work.
Pace yourself here.
Yep, remember, we are consistently working out for a total of 18 minutes. There is no rest. So you want to make sure you're going at a steady and level pace. You don't want to get burnt out in the first couple of minutes, but you do want to challenge yourself throughout. Make sure you're focusing on form here, you guys. We're all doing the exact same thing. We're doing these planks, keeping our core tight. Make sure our back is flat. We're going to go back into our holds. We're going to do plank holds in 2, 1, and hold.
Oh gosh.
Now make sure you're keeping that core in tight. Think belly button to spine. Hold yourself in this position.
Hold it. Don't sink that butt. Find a happy place.
Breathe through it. Breathe through it.
Then we're gonna go right into jumping jacks after this.
About 10 seconds, you guys.
Nice job. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep that core strong. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and jumping jack.
Transition.
Now I'm going to do jumping jacks over by the wall, since it would be kind of a long transition for me to walk over each time.
Okay, I felt a little bit lightheaded for a second when I stood up. If that happens to you guys at home, just stand there for a second, regain your composure, and then get started.
Yeah, just because we don't have breaks built in doesn't mean you can't take a break if you really need it, you guys, okay? This is you versus you, so challenge yourself. We're going to be switching back to up, up, down, down plank in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Here we go. Round number 2 here.
So remember, you're going to want to alter the hand that you're leading up with, because if you always, for example, lead up with your right arm, you're putting most of the pressure on that because you're already up by the time you put your other hand down. So make sure that you're leading up with the other hand as well, whether you switch during different rounds or you do it about halfway through the round. Good job,
Good
you guys.
job.
In 5 seconds, we're gonna go into our hold. 3, 2, 1, and
hold it.
Remember for green, the further you are away from the wall, the harder this move's gonna be. And the closer you are to the wall, the easier this move's gonna be. So you can really make this customized so anybody at any fitness level can do this.
Good job. Halfway there.
Focus on your breathing, squeezing that core. Now remember, we're gonna be going straight into the jumping jacks in 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, get up. And as quickly as you can, go into jumping jacks. Remember for green, we're walking from side to side while moving those arms instead of jumping. And like Natalie said, transitioning from the ground up, you may feel a little lightheaded. If you need to take a couple seconds to transition, that's okay.
Yeah, what seemed to help me that time is I went to my knees and stood there for a second and then stood up, and that helped.
Good job, you guys. We're going back in 3 seconds to the up, up, down, down. 2, 1. All right, get
Here we
into
go.
plank
2
position.
rounds down. 2 more to go.
Remember, up, up, down, down, but you're holding your core in tight the whole time. And you're really trying to make it so you're not sinking those hips. You're keeping that back flat like you normally would in the plank position. I know this is hard, you guys. Focus on your breathing, focus on
10
good
seconds.
form. Here we go. In about 5 seconds, we're going into our plank hold. 3, 2, 1, and hold.
Hold it. Hold. You got this.
Find your happy place.
So occasionally I usually once during the 30 seconds, I've been setting my knee down for a second just to take that pressure off my shoulders, and then I pop right back.
Yep, you guys,
Almost
you might
there.
need to take a break, and that's okay. Do the best you can during the 30-second hold. Okay, we're gonna be going back into jumping jacks in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job.
Here we
Jumping
go.
jacks, you guys. Good job.
You want to make sure that your fingertips are almost completely touching in this jumping jack movement. If you're just going like this, it doesn't work as good.
All right, you guys, after we finish this, we're gonna be going into our last set of this. All right? So in 5 seconds, we're going back to the up, up, down, down plank.
For last
2,
round.
1, and
Here we go.
last
Last
set of
round
this.
here.
Up, up, down, down. Making sure you switch every once in a while with the hand that you're leading up on, but this is the last time we're gonna do it, you guys.
Let's go. The faster you move, the better workout you're going to get.
Yep, keep that core in tight, really squeeze. Squeeze that core.
Don't just survive. Thrive here. Don't just survive the workout.
We
Here
got
we go.
this, you guys. In 3, 2, 1, and
Hold.
hold that plank. I know your shoulders are probably also on fire. This is a lot of shoulder work. Okay, try to do the best you can to hold yourself in a perfect plank position. Your back is flat. Make sure your butt is down, squeezing that core, thinking belly button to spine, holding it for less than another 15 seconds. You got this, you guys, and then we're going into our last set of jumping jacks for this superset. Almost there. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good job. Shake out those shoulders real quick. And then as soon as you can get into position, start again with those jumping jacks. And remember, this is where we're getting our heart rate up, so go at your own pace and speed. Now to remind you guys, we're going into our next superset. So we're gonna be doing our knees to elbow, the Superman holds, and then jumping jacks, and there's no break.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna be getting down for knees to elbow in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Here we go, 30 seconds
as
of
quickly as
work.
you guys can, knees to elbow. Remember, you're keeping your upper body on the ground if you are green, and you're just bringing those knees up to touch, keeping that upper body firmly on the ground.
10 seconds,
job.
you guys.
And we're
Almost
going
there.
into those Supermans.
3, 2, 1. Flip over.
All right.
Superman's. And go.
Now remember, opposite arm with opposite leg, lifting it up. And if you
Hold,
need to
hold,
drop
hold.
it every couple of seconds and then bring it back up, that's okay. Hold it for as long as
Switch.
you can.
Now, because of the transition between the knee to elbows and the Superman, we're trying to remember which side you started with this time, and then next time start with the opposite side, because you lose a couple seconds there.
Do the best you can.
3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Here we
right.
go.
We do lose a little bit of time going from the ground up and just transitioning between moves, and that's okay. Woo, I noticed for me, I did get a little bit lightheaded because now I'm going from the ground up. If you need to take a couple seconds and get up a little slower, that's okay, you guys, all right? Make sure you don't hurt yourself, but do challenge yourself.
Almost there. 5 seconds, you guys.
Knees to
Jump.
elbow, and 3, 2, 1, knees to elbow.
Here we go.
Quick.
Here we go, as quick of transitions as we can. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder and you're green, you can lift up a tiny bit, just looking down towards those feet. Okay, making it a little easier is resting your head on the ground throughout the entire movement.
Yeah.
10
and
seconds.
For red, if you don't want to touch your feet at the extension like this, that will make it much harder.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Flip over.
Flip over.
Supermans.
Fast transitions, you guys. Now remember, opposite arm with opposite leg. You may be only able to hold it up for a couple seconds before it drops, and that's okay. Go ahead and just do the best you can and continue
Switch.
lifting that side until the time is up. Switching sides partway
sure
through.
You're not holding your breath. Make sure that you're breathing through the movement, and that if you're red, you're literally putting your leg and your arm as high as you possibly can. 2, 1, jumping jacks.
Jump jacks. Here
All
we
right,
go.
remember, get up slowly if you need to. All right, try to keep that transition as quickly as you can. Finishing up our second of 4 rounds of this. You guys are doing great. This is a long and intense workout. Try to keep it at that same pace, that same consistency throughout. Here we go.
We're halfway done with the workout. Good
Yep.
job, guys.
Nice job. We're going back into knees to elbow in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Here we go, knees to elbow.
Round 3 right here.
All right, make sure you really lift up those knees, reaching all the way up.
Okay, red. I'm going to challenge myself not to rest my feet at the extension. Let's see if you can do it too.
Good job, you guys. Really push yourself through this move.
10 seconds.
Almost there. Good job, keep
3,
going.
2, 1.
Switch.
Oh,
Switch. Superman.
Flip over. You're going to those Superman. Remember, lifting up as high as you can. You really want to try to get that leg up. Same for your arm.
Switch.
Here we go. Good job, you guys. It's okay if you're taking small breaks. Just keep lifting up.
5 seconds. Remember, we're going to go right into jumping jacks. In 2, 1, switch.
Nice job. Quick transitions.
Here we go.
Good job, you guys. It's really a time to pick up that pace. Get that heart rate up.
We got one more round of this before we move into our last superset.
Nice job. If you don't feel like this is challenging yet, you can move up a level. You can pick up that pace and make it a little bit harder.
Almost there.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down
Quick,
for
quick,
knees
quick.
to elbow. Last round of this.
Okay, Red, try and do it with me where we don't rest our toes or our heels at all on the ground. But every single time you extend your legs, you just keep it hovered right above the floor.
Good job, you guys. Keep going.
Good job. 8 seconds.
Keep that core
Almost there.
tight. Squeeze that core.
And
Switch.
switch. Superman
All
holds.
right. Flip over for those Supermans. Opposite arm with opposite leg. Lifting as high as you can. It's okay if you're resting a couple seconds here and there. You got
Switch.
this. Other side. Lift up.
This is the last time we're doing Supermans, guys. Come on.
Really lift.
Get your leg as high as you can.
Good job. You got this.
And jumping jacks.
Jumping
All
jacks. Here we
right.
go.
Transition as quickly as you can. Here we go. Nice job. Keep up that pace. Now remember, you guys, We are going to be going straight into our last superset. So it starts with the butt kickers, goes to those reverse plank holds, and then the jumping jacks for 4 rounds. No transition time. So butt kickers in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, butt kickers.
Here we go,
Nice
30
job.
seconds, you guys. Butt kickers.
Keep a good and steady pace, you guys. Really get that back foot, that heel, as close as you can to your butt.
We have less than 6 minutes left. Good job, guys. We're 12 minutes and 20 seconds in.
Pick it up,
10
pick
seconds.
it up.
Good
You
job.
got this, you guys. Now we're gonna go in those reverse plank holds in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, transition. All right,
go.
remember for green, all you're doing is you're coming up from the wall and lifting those hips, just like you see yellow and red doing. So you are lifting those hips and keeping that core tight throughout this entire 30 seconds. The further you step out your feet, the harder.
You should feel tension on your hamstrings a lot. You will
Yeah.
feel it in your stomach, but a lot of it on your hamstrings.
Yep, from pushing those hips up and holding it there.
Almost there.
All right, we're going into jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks.
Here we go.
Now I'm gonna stay near the wall again so that I don't lose transition time going into these movements.
For some reason, I got lightheaded again, so makes me wonder if maybe I'm not breathing good enough on the planks. So I'm gonna focus on that next time.
This is definitely a hard workout. I noticed as well when I was getting up and down a lot, I was feeling lightheaded. So it's okay if you wanna take some transition time. In 3 seconds, we're going right back to those butt kickers. 2, 1, good job, you guys, butt kickers.
Good job.
Pick up that pace. We're trying to keep that heart rate up.
We're on round number 2 right here, you guys.
Yep.
We're towards the end of the workout,
Yeah.
you guys. This final stretch is gonna be the hardest. Our heart rate's probably through the roof. Might be hard to breathe. Just focus on the form that you're doing, the exercise you're doing. Just do the
5
best
seconds.
you can. 3, 2, 1, reverse plank.
Here we go.
4 minutes left, guys.
Good job, you guys. Really make sure that if you're green, that you're not sagging your butt back to that wall. You're thinking of pushing those hips up, holding it there. Like Natalie said, you're gonna feel a lot of strain in your hamstrings by squeezing those glutes and lifting up in your hip region. All right, you guys, we're gonna transition from here to our jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Transition. If you need to come out of that slowly to avoid getting lightheaded, that's okay. And then when you're ready, get up, move into those jumping jacks. Great job, you guys.
Good job. We're almost done with 2 rounds. We only got about 2 rounds left, you guys.
Great job, you guys. You're doing awesome. Even if you've had to slow down, that's okay. Just keep moving. We're transitioning into our butt kickers in 3, 2, 1. Butt kickers. Nice
Here we go.
job.
Round number 3 right here.
3 minutes left. That's it. Come on, guys.
Second to last round. You got this, you guys.
Quick cadences is what you want to focus on. Sometimes if you pump your arms a little bit faster, that will make your feet go quicker.
Nice job, you guys. Really challenge yourself. Pick up that pace. Go as fast as you can.
Good job.
All right, we're transitioning to the reverse plank in 3, 2, 1. Reverse plank.
Here we go. Only 2 more of these left.
Remember, if you want to make this a little harder and you're green, you could step out further from the wall. But regardless of which level you're following, the key here is you're really lifting from your hips as high as you can in the ceiling. You're squeezing those glutes so that you can keep your core engaged for the full 30 seconds, which is really hard to do, you guys. Breathe through it. Hold, hold. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Transition to jumping jacks. It's okay if you need to take a few seconds as you get out of that position to get into your cardio jumping jack. Good job.
So it's weird, every single time I felt a little bit lightheaded. So what I did is I just took 10 of those 30 seconds to slowly come up into a kneeling position and then slowly come up into a standing position.
Yep. Take those breaks when you need it, you guys.
All right, you guys, 1 more round.
All right, 2, 1.
Last
butt
round.
kickers.
Come on, guys.
Last
Last round
best
here.
round.
Give it everything you got. Don't leave anything on the floor.
All
Push
right.
yourselves here. Let's go.
Pick up that speed.
Let's go, Team
Pick
Yellow.
up that speed for the last minute and a half we got, you guys. Come on. Everything you've got. Move those feet. Get the heel all the way to the glutes, you guys, all the way.
10 seconds.
Keep going, keep going. Almost there, almost there.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last time doing reverse plank, you guys.
Here we go, last time. Make it your best. Don't let those hips sag.
Make sure you're keeping that core tight so this doesn't hurt your back, okay? Think of lifting those glutes up, lifting those hips up, squeezing the glutes. Think of keeping that core really, really, really tight. And hold. We have about 10 seconds left and we're done with these, you guys.
You got this.
Breathe through it, breathe through it. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Slowly come out of that. Take as long as you need. And then we're gonna finish up with those jumping jacks. Good job, you guys. All right.
20 seconds left.
Work it.
All you got right here. All you got. Finish strong. Let's go.
Come on, guys.
We're done after this.
Let's do this together.
Pace. Fast pace, you guys. 10 seconds. Move it. Come on. Come on. Almost there.
Almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Your legs are gonna be red after
I know. It's like football practices we used to do.
Nice job, you
man.
guys.
Good job, you guys.
Lynn.
Good job, you guys. That was an intense 18-minute workout. You're probably pretty winded.
Grab some water.
Slow your heart rate down. Focus on your breathing. And grab some water before we get back down on the floor to do these cool down stretches.
All right, we're gonna start with the Cobra, you guys. Whenever you're ready. Lay down on your stomach.
I know Natalie went crazy because her mat moved onto mine. All right, here we go.
And then from there, push your torso up. Try and lock those arms out. Keep your pelvis glued to the ground. You should feel nice, good stretch in your abs.
Focus on really deep, controlled breathing because, like right now, I'm really out of breath. And if you just do shallow breaths, like, it's really hard to bring your heart rate back down, but you want to have those nice, deep breaths like that. It will help you a lot bring that heart rate down.
Now, if you're not able to lift this high up, it's okay. If you're on your forearms right now, because that's the highest you can lift, that's totally fine. You should still feel a good stretch throughout your core.
Come down nice and easy. From there, we're gonna do a downward dog stretch. So what we're gonna do is be on all fours and step one foot back, step the other foot back, stick that butt in the air, tuck your head in between your shoulders right here, and try and push your heels to the ground. Even though none of us can do it, push your butt as high up in the air, keep that head in between the shoulders looking at the toes, and hold it. Make sure while you're here, take some deep breaths as well.
And if you get lightheaded or you need to, you can rest those knees back down and then come back into the position. I keep my knees bent almost the entire time because I'm really not that flexible.
And if you just want to focus on keeping your neck completely neutral.
And relax. Come up nice and easy. Take some deep breaths in. And release. Okay, iron cross. Lay on your back. What we're going to do is put your arms in a cross position. Bring one leg up. Let it fall to the opposite side. Let your body twist while you keep your back shoulder on the ground as much as possible. You should feel this in your lower back, your obliques, even your glute area right here. As you twist your body in half and bring that leg down as far as you can to the ground. Some of us are more flexible, some of us are less. Just do the best you can. You should still feel a good stretch no matter how far down your leg is.
Yeah, and you want to make sure your arms are straight out, that they're not down here and they're not, wait, I don't even want to go up high.
Nice job, you guys.
And switch sides.
Slowly.
Other leg, bring it up, let it fall down to the other side.
Yeah, you may notice one side's tighter than the other. I know for me, this side's tighter than my last stretch.
Make sure to take some deep breaths in. Remember, no shallow breaths, like Natalie was talking about.
Good job today, guys. We are done. Woo! That was a tough workout.
Yeah, 18 minutes. That's all you need.
It was a really hard core workout. Gosh, especially that first set with all those planks. That was tough.
All right, you guys. Good job.
Slowly get up, you guys.
Grab your water.
Nice job. Woo! You guys did awesome in today's workout. Thank you for logging on and working out with us. We appreciate you. We love that you're members and that you log on every day to do a workout with us. Please tell your friends and family and stick around for the recipe and motivation video after this, and we will see you guys tomorrow. All right, you guys, we're answering your questions today. And a question came in saying, I'm hitting a midday slump. How can I increase my energy levels? And this is a really great question because, first of all, I want to say sometimes you need to look if there's a trend or if there's a source of where these energy slumps are coming from. For example, if you're feeling an afternoon crash every day around the same time, say 2 or 3 o'clock, there could be something deeper going on, such as some type of hormonal imbalance, or it could be that you're constantly having something that's too high in sugar for lunch that's giving you an immediate crash about an hour or 2 later. So a big thing for you to do is making sure that you don't have anything that's going to spike your insulin levels during the lunch hour, because if you're eating around noon, then around 2 or 3, if you have something that's spiking your insulin levels, you are going to reach that crash. So instead of focusing on something, as far as taking some type of energy drink or supplement, which is also going to be giving you a crash a couple hours later, you can instead make sure that you have a great source of proteins, carbs, and fat at lunch. A more sustainable type of carbohydrate that's not going to spike your levels and then give you a crash would be something like potatoes. So you might want to have a lunch that, say, has something like chicken or another lean meat, potatoes, and some vegetables, which is going to give you some lasting energy throughout your afternoon.
Yeah, and I have no shame in saying I drink a lot of coffee, probably too much coffee. I'm probably not a great example there. And there is something to be said about, at least for me, I love having my afternoon cup of coffee. It's almost more of a comfort for me than anything else, and it does help with that mid-afternoon slump. So we get it. If you want an afternoon cup of joe, we're not going to get on your case for it. And I hope that's helpful. Lynn gave some great advice. I wouldn't add anything else to what she said.
Yeah, one last thing I would say is, it starts with your sleep, first of all. If you're not sleeping through the night, you should have enough energy through the day if you're sleeping regularly and you have a good sleep cycle. So a couple things you can do are making sure you're sleeping at a decent hour, you're not staying up late, you're getting 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. But one of the things I was going to say was, if you do have, I understand Natalie's situation, she loves her coffee, but for your average person, maybe limit yourself to your first cup of coffee in the morning and then don't have any caffeine after noon. Even though for the first little while you might be tired, you might feel like you're in a slump in the afternoon, and then follow Lynn's advice for reducing the amount of carbs that you're eating around lunch. And then what that will lead to is you getting into a better sleep cycle, being able to fall asleep at night and waking up at a decent hour so that you don't have the afternoon slump. So hopefully all of those things can help you out, but yeah, we understand the struggle's real, so just keep trying.
Hopefully that answers your question. You guys leave more questions and comments below, and we'll make sure to get to them the next round of filming. See you guys. Hey you guys, thank you so much for being a part of Dollar Workout Club. We love having you guys as a member, and we love seeing the photos that you've been tagging us in. If you haven't tagged us in some photos yet, here are the hashtag below. So if you try the recipe of the day, or if you want to comment how your fitness workout went today, make sure to leave it in the comment section. You guys, we check those, okay? We check those every day. We love responding to you guys. We're having so much fun with you being a part of the club. Make sure to follow us on all the social media outlets, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.